You know the phrase I really hate? Oh, children are resilient. They'll be fine. They'll adjust. That's just not true. Statistically speaking, after a divorce, that is not true. There's mountains of evidence and mountains of research that talk about the change that goes on in kids' life as their world is turned upside down. Sometimes they retreat. Sometimes they come out in anger. Sometimes they overeat. Sometimes it's addictions. There's all kind of way it manifests. Sometimes we just don't see it because kids are hard to raise anyway, right? They're always changing and doing things, and we're watching them grow, but they've been set off there. It's off kilter because of divorce, sometimes violently. And sometimes it's not just when they're young or teenagers. It can last a lifetime. In my podcast, I talk about I have friends who are older than me, right? In their 50s, 60s, and they still feel like they're a child of divorce. Divorce lasts a lifetime. It's a lifetime of splitting time and energy and navigating the complexities between a split couple who's had kids. And to act like the kids are fine, they'll be fine. I think that's just a little thing we say, just, pat somebody on the head like, oh, they'll be fine, because they don't want you worrying about it. But we have to worry about it if we're good parents. Good parents have to go above and beyond during this time. And sometimes that's tough. It's tough when we're already navigating our pain and our situations, and we have to worry about our kids. And some of us don't do a great job of it. We just don't. We go find our own little happy places, and we go out on our own dates, and we go out and do what makes us feel good, and we try to recover from our problem while our kids are in their rooms and living their lives with their world shattered. We have to pay better attention. I made a whole episode about this. I'm going to play a little excerpt for you now about how to empower your kids post-divorce. Listen in. I'm your host, Todd Turner, and today we're going to deep dive into a crucial topic that affects many single parents post-divorce: the ripple effect of divorce on your children and how to help them navigate the journey while living under unyoked parents. As we journey through divorce, it's essential to recognize the impact of a broken marriage and what it has on our children. In this episode, we're going to explore how divorce affects kids emotionally, how to communicate with them effectively, and ways to help them cope with this life-altering change. One of my pet peeves is hearing the phrase, kids are resilient, they'll bounce right back. I don't want to play the doom and gloom game here and say the sky is falling with your children and their future, but let's call a spade a spade. A friend of mine who's older than me, he still feels like he's from a divorced family. Over 50 years later, always a divorced child. It still hurts. His parents' divorce still has ripple effects, and some that may be with him till his grave. Post-divorce children often face various mental health and emotional challenges as they navigate through the changes in their family dynamics. Divorce can be a highly traumatic experience for children, leading to feelings of guilt, blame, and their feelings can manifest into social or academic struggles. Children may exhibit various emotional responses, such as confusion, anger, worry, guilt, and they can turn into unhealthy outlets to cope. Don't believe me? Here's some statistics that shed light on these challenges. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, children of divorced parents are at a higher risk of experiencing mental health issues compared to children from intact families. Research from the University of Wisconsin suggests that children of divorced parents have higher rates of depression and anxiety disorders, especially during the first year after divorce. Research at Vanderbilt found that children of divorce are more likely to exhibit behavioral problems such as aggression, defiance, and conduct issues. Studies have shown that children from divorced families may experience a decline in academic performance and lower educational attainment compared to peers from intact families. The American Psychological Association reports that children of divorce may struggle with emotional adjustment, leading to feelings of sadness, anger, confusion, and guilt. Research from Penn State indicates that emotional effects of divorce on children can extend into adulthood, influencing their own relationships and emotional well-being, just like my friend. Children of divorced parents may develop various coping mechanisms to deal with the stress, including withdrawal, self-blame, or engaging in risky behaviors. Studies have shown that divorce can strain parent-child relationships, especially if there's conflict between the parents or difficulties in co-parenting effectively. Here are some ways to support your child through divorce. Stay involved in your child's life, showing them love, make time for quality activities together, work on co-parenting peacefully, sparing your child from feeling responsible for your conflicts. Encourage and support their time with the other parent and extended family. Avoid speaking negatively about the other parent so your child does not feel pressured to take sides. Be honest in explaining the divorce. Simplify the reasons and discuss these upcoming changes in their life. Allow your child to express their feelings, assuring them that they're not to blame for the divorce. And reassure your child that everything's going to be okay. Help them adjust to the new normal. Maintain routines and structure and provide stability amidst all their changes. Prioritize self-care. Find healthy ways to cope with the situation. Consider joining a support group. And if needed, seek professional help for your child's well-being. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can help our children heal and thrive through divorce. If you like this content, then subscribe for even more resources, fun, laughter, and sound advice for Christians adventuring in unyoked living. Not just divorce recovery, but for brave men and women who are growing and going and living a life on mission. Blessings.